Mahalo, Brittany, 6:34 now. The military says it has defueled over 99% of fuel stored at Red Hill as we near the second phase of the defueling process. Joining us now to talk story about that and a variety of other issues here in the islands is Governor Josh Green. Aloha, good morning, Governor.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. So that is 103 million gallons of fuel, which is incredibly impressive that it's happened in this short of a span. I know it's apparently ahead of schedule.
Yes.
This defueling process is now entering its second phase on December the 4th. How do you feel like this process is going?
Great. They've been very diligent. They have multiple layers of security so that they don't miss a drop, and that's the goal. It's been very traumatic for the state of Hawaii, but now we're moving in that next phase, which is much smaller. They're at 99.5%. We hope that the next phase will just take a few weeks, and then they'll get into the sludge, which is the last phase, but lower risk.
So the Board of Water Supply did have to shut down Halawa Shaft after this fuel spill that happened back in 2021. They're now asking the Navy for $1.2 billion. They're going to have a meeting today, proposed rate hikes. It'll be 8 to 10% over the next 5 years until 2028. Do you feel like the Navy should foot the bill for that $1.2 billion?
They should help, for sure. There's some question as to what the scope of that settlement should be. We do need more wells. We do need to keep water prices semi-normal. I don't like this 50% increase over 5 years. I think it should be much less. And if the Navy can help with that, that'd be great. We also need filters on the shaft that you described. All these things are part of our long game with the military, which is a partnership in Ohana. That's what we all say, that's what we need, and that's what I hope will happen.
Moving towards Lahaina, the Maui Recovery Fund is something that you recently launched. How's that process going?
It's going great. So right now, our legal folks are making sure that the actual application process is ironclad, that it helps people. The goal is to get over $1 million for anyone who lost a loved one or who was injured, maybe $1.5 million. We'd like to do that. Then they wouldn't have to litigate. It'll be totally optional. I am sympathetic in every way to anyone who had any loss, so they'll choose. We want to also make it fast so that it happens just in a couple months. In the new year, so that people don't have to do the usual 3 or 5 year long legal process, which also, by the way, usually takes about 35% of whatever resources would go to a family. So I'm trying to be as fair as humanly possible. And then the next phase will begin. How do we recover from the loss of property and business revenue? All of that's going to play out over the course of many years. Right now, my main focus is housing. We need to pull the trigger on a major housing solution. I would like to see over 2,000 units of the longer-term rental market get into play, meaning short-term rentals go to long-term rentals. We'll pay extra in support of families who have been in hotel rooms. All of this kind of comes to a head in February when we reach the 6-month mark on the calendar. So that's a big lift for us right now.
You talked about business recovery. Recovery continues from the pandemic, including tourism from Japan. That's down about half from what it was pre-pandemic levels. You recently took a trip to Japan. What do you have in mind for something that can help our economy recover as far as Japanese tourism?
So the signs are good right now. You know, last year we had like 4,000 or so people come to the marathon. This year it's 8,000 individuals from Japan coming to the marathon. So we're seeing an uptick, but it's very gradual. And like you said, it's only about half. What I'd like to see, and others have tried this before, but I'm going to push much harder, is to have an open corridor between Japan and Hawaii where we do pre-clearance. Pre-clearance is kind of the holy grail for travelers from Japan. Right now, 5.5 million travelers from Japan go to North America or Hawaii each year. Historically, that was about the number. It's down right now, of course, because of the yen. We used to get 1.5 million of those travelers to Hawaii. They, in many ways, are our best travelers or among our best travelers. They spend a little more. They understand our culture very well. If we open this corridor, and I'll need approval from Homeland Security and others, if we open this corridor, we could see many more of that 5.5 million people coming to Hawaii first, which is a game changer economically. And I think our people have always welcomed the Japanese travelers. So I'm going to focus on that this coming year. Again, it's not an easy lift, but if it happens, it will be great.
I don't know if you got to see this weekend. Obviously, we had the Thanksgiving holiday, but the University of Hawaii football team had a dramatic win over Colorado State. Big win to end the bow season. Any update on the new Aloha Stadium as we move forward?
Just that we're going into that RFP process now. So we have at least 3 major suitors. I'm confident that one of them, when they get the bid, will build a wonderful stadium and housing. Remember, we'd like about 4,000 to 5,000 units of housing built also at the site. Maybe they'll build a hotel. It's all along the rail. The legislature has been very generous with infrastructure. All of this is important, and as soon as we get a bidder approved, I'm going to push as hard as I can to get us maybe even before that 2028 season. It would be wonderful to see our team, which is going to be a winning team long term. They're winners as people. They need a couple more wins to get into the bowl game. So it was a great job this last weekend. We're so happy for Coach, but we need a new stadium for them.
Yeah, Coach Timmy Chang definitely on the right path. I just got back from San Francisco. I went to the Giants ballpark and then the Chase Center for the Warriors there. Housing built all around that didn't used to exist. It really is incredible what it can bring to an area.
Yes.
Have you been to areas like that in different cities, and have you found anything that you can build upon?
I have, actually. So even when I was in Japan, one of the individuals that is partnering with people from Hawaii, they built the Hokkaido Stadium, which was very nice. It's a baseball park. They also built senior housing and just basic rentals and condos. It was incredible. So whoever does ultimately build our stadium should do a stadium housing hotel district. It tends to invigorate a society, and we want concerts, we want football, we want maybe professional other sports like soccer, or who knows what. All these things will help us because we want to support, you know, our young people going into some of these competitions. So a lot on the horizon. But you mentioned the big things. Red Hills, 5 months ahead. We have to do more in housing this next year. I come up on my 1-year anniversary as governor, and we've been honored to do it, but there's more to be done. More housing villages, Kauhale, and then that stadium. All these things are big, plus Maui.
All right, Governor, thank you so much for joining us this morning and sharing this information.
Thank you.